So what was one of the biggest winners and one of the biggest losers today? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. A lot of you guys like when I make videos on stocks that are extremely overbought or extremely oversold. And let me know in the comments section or just drop a thumbs up if you want me to continue to make videos like this. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. The first one that I want to talk about is TGT. A lot of you guys must know about Target. And if you don't know, then ask your girlfriends because I'm sure they do. Target is up 12% after reporting earnings. Very good reaction based off of previous trading patterns, right? Target has been going through a little bearish session, right? There's the saying of, go woke, go broke. There's this whole debacle that was going on since, I would say, middle of 2022. We gapped down. Huge gap from $200 all the way down to lows of 150. It tried to recover. There was a very strong resistance right around 175. Every single time we'd get rejected back down to 150. And then ultimately things even got worse with that whole controversial thing that was going on. More selling pressure. We finally established a support right around $100. And then we began to indicate signs of an uptrend in 2024. Great. Why did TGT go up? So Target shares popped more than 12% as retail boosts profit despite lackluster sales forecasts. So their guidance wasn't necessarily the best. I did want to pull up their earnings per share and their overall revenue. They came in at $2.98 for their EPS, and their revenue came in at $31.9 billion versus the expectation of $31.83 billion. I also think I did read this was the first time in like 7 years that Target's growth in sales did not exceed expectation, or the first time that like Target did not show signs of continuous growth in 7 years. So I don't know if this is an overreaction. It looks like it's been doing quite well from lows of, $100 all the way to highs of 175 or pretty much 170. It's doing very, very well. I just wanted to bring it to your attention that we are approaching a previous resistance. I hope that Target continues to indicate signs of an uptrend based off previous patterns. It used to trade at $249 per share. So overall, it has a lot of upside potential, but just be aware, again, it's little milestones, right? A very common resistance range right around 175. So it can't be much of a surprise if it ends up getting rejected and then sells back off. But I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think that this is an overreaction based off of, just being at the right place at the right time? It looks like it gapped up 12%. And I wanted to follow up with this in the next few days to see if this begins to curl back over because it was an overreaction, or if it just continues to trade up here and surpass previous highs of 175. Now, SOFI was one of the not so lucky ones. SOFI ended up getting rejected at highs of 939 and then gapped all the way down to 727. So SOFI is already trading at a really low price per share. I don't like trading stocks that are continuously bearish or stocks that trade below $10 per share. Normally, they're just more easily manipulated. It's just one of the things that I just don't want to focus on my own, right? If you want to trade it, all power to you. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. SOFI is down 15% today. Just make sure that you read into the news. And if you think that this is an overreaction, well, based off previous patterns, it is approaching a previous support range. Obviously, there's always more room for potential downside as this is more bearish than it is bullish, but just thought I would bring it to your attention for those that like trading reversals. And if this thing all of a sudden begins to indicate signs of one. The only other one that I wanted to talk about very quickly is Mara. Mara is one that follows, if I'm not mistaken, it follows crypto very, very closely. Mara has been getting destroyed after reporting earnings and not exceeding expectation from highs of $34. It's crashed all the way back down. And yes, I am saying crash because I think anytime that any stock loses over 1/3 of its value in just 2 to 3 days, it's absolutely insane. And that's exactly what Mara has been doing. Now, please note that it is approaching a previous support range, so it could potentially, hopefully, find a support here and begin to recover. But know that it has history of it selling off in the past before. This is why when we view kind of like overvalued or overhyped up companies like this. I just like to make our beginners aware of when prices are a little bit more on the overbought side that they could potentially pull on back. Now, at the end of the day, no one has a crystal ball. No one knows exactly what's going to happen, but it's just moments like this that I'm very grateful that I make these kind of videos just to bring awareness of these overbought levels that can cause 30% sell-offs in a very short period of time. And no one wants to experience that, right? I know we like to joke around about it, but at the end of the day, I want all of you guys to make money, or if you've made money, I want you to keep it. And the only way that you can keep it is if you look out for yourself and if you're not afraid to lock in profits when it makes sense to you. I just hope that you have an exit plan. So wanted to keep you guys up to date. It's down 13.4% and it's been selling off for the past 2 days, but it is approaching a previous support. The only last thing that I want to talk about is BTC. BTC absolutely got rejected. We caught this within our live trading session today. It has new all-time high, $69,304, and then it crashed all the way back down to $59,300. It lost $10,000 in valuation per coin in just a few hours. That's how extremely volatile Bitcoin can be. Now, do I think that this is the end of BTC? No, of course not. They have something big going on next month. I understand how momentum works. I understand how hype works. I like making people aware of when something is a little bit more on the overbought side. It's not that it can't continue to run, because anything that gets manipulated or that has enough hype can easily break through any previous resistance and continue to rally. Please don't think that just because I'm making these videos or bringing awareness that they're potentially overvalued is that, oh, you need to sell now. No, you could make money as these things continue to rally, and please do so as you please. But all I'm saying is look out for yourself, right? You can't expect it to hold at these higher levels. There's a reason that there's such aggressive pullbacks in the history for not just Bitcoin, but anything. When it becomes very overhyped, very overvalued within a short period of time, markets end up correcting themselves. Crypto and stock market, they're all the same thing. They don't hold those levels for a long period of time. So I hope that, again, you don't take it personally, but you just take it to heart that all I ever want you guys to do is to lock in profits when it makes sense, or at least create an exit plan if your intention is to trade, right? Investing is much different, but trading, you have an intention to sell within a short period of time. So again, I just hope that you create a plan of action, looking out for yourself as no one else can in this market. So I hope to see you for our live trading session tomorrow. If you want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I'd love to answer it for you. Other than that, also don't forget to enter our Corvette C8 giveaway. It's going on right now, and every mystery box is receiving an additional 2,000 bonus entries up until Thursday, March 7th. So if you guys haven't entered already, it's the best bang for your buck when it comes down to getting entered to win for the biggest bonus multiplier. So feel free to check that out. Fourth link in the description down below, or head on over to shoptechbuds.com. I appreciate your time. We'll see you guys on the next one. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.